the words about a pandemic at this point?
No, we're not at all, and we have it totally under control. It's one person.
We have very little problem in this country at this moment. 5.
I think we're now up to our 8th case in the United States. How concerned are you?
Well, we pretty much shut it down coming in from China. We're in great shape, though. We have 12 cases, 11 cases. Very small number of people in the country right now with it. It's like around 12.
We had 12 at one point, and now they've gotten very much better. Many of them are fully recovered.
We're really down to probably 10. Most of the people are outside of danger right now. We had very few. We took in 32 people over the last 2 days because they were sick, and they're Americans, and they're great people. You know, what are you going to do? But we had essentially 12 people. Many of them are getting better now. Soon they'll all be better, we hope. The level that we've had in our country is very low. We have a total of 15. You know, we're at that very low level. We're at the low level. As they get better, we take them off the list so that we're going to be pretty soon at only 5 people. And we could be at just 1 or 2 people over the next short period of time. The 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to 0. That's a pretty good job we've done. We have 15 people in this country that right now we brought in 40 from, these were Americans that were in trouble. That was 40 or 42. We brought them in, which I felt we had to do. So they immediately said, it jumped from 15 to an extra 40. Right. You know, headline. Yeah. And I knew immediately that the press would add it in and say this, like it's catastrophic. But we've done a great job. And the 15 will soon be down to 3 or 4 because we take them off the list as they get better. Think of it. We're at 15 people. 15 people. 15 people. 15 people. Out of billions of people. Yeah. 15 people. 15 people. 15 people is almost, I would say, a miracle. So far, we have lost nobody to coronavirus in the United States. Nobody. Unfortunately, 1 person passed away overnight. You know, you're talking about 22 people right now in this whole very vast country. So I think we'll be in very good shape. So far, we have 6 here. You have in other countries China obviously got hit the hardest. If you look at a percentage, we have a very, very small percentage. And a big percentage of what we have is when we brought in the 40 or so people from the ship. You add that to the numbers, but if you don't add that to the numbers, we're talking about very small numbers in the United States. We've all done a very good job.
The numbers are small when you're talking around 100 people, but we brought in approximately 40 people from a ship, and I knew that when I bring them in, immediately our numbers get higher. I felt we had to do it, and in one way, I hated to do it statistically.
We have only, right now, 11. It's a lot of people, but it's still 11 people versus tremendous numbers of thousands of people that have died all over the world. We have 11. We have 149 cases as of this moment. This morning was 129, and I just see right now it's about 149 cases. There are 100,000 cases all over the world. We do have a situation where we have this massive ship with 5,000 people, and we have to make a decision. You know, that's a big decision because we have very low numbers compared to major countries throughout the world. In terms of deaths, I don't know what the count is today. Is it 11? 11 people? I think. And in terms of cases, it's very, very few. As of the time I left the plane with you, we had 240 cases, or that's at least what was on a very fine network known as Fox News. It was 240 cases, Peter, and 11 deaths. That's what it has been.
What should be done about that cruise ship?
Well, that's a big question. Frankly, if it were up to me, I would be inclined to say, leave everybody on the ship for a period of time and you use the ship as your base. But a lot of people would rather do it a different way. They'd rather quarantine people on the land. Now, when they do that, our numbers are going to go up. They would like to have the people come off. I'd rather have the people stay. I would rather, because I like the numbers being where they are. I don't need to have the numbers double because of one ship. That wasn't our fault. I like the numbers. I would rather have the numbers stay where they are. It's about 600 cases. It's about 26 deaths within our country. And had we not acted quickly, that number would have been substantially more. We have seen dramatically fewer cases of the virus in the United States than are now present in Europe. What is the number as of this morning? Is it 32? You can tell me. Is it 32 deaths? We have 32 deaths at this point. Other countries that are smaller countries have many, many deaths. 32 is a lot. 32 is too many. But when you look at the kind of numbers that you're seeing coming out of other countries, it's pretty amazing when you think of it. Frankly, the numbers, because the steps that have been taken, are at a level that a lot of people are surprised. We're doing a great job. We have 40 people right now, 40. Compare that with other countries that have many, many times that amount. And one of the reasons we have 40 and others have, and again, that number's going up, just so you understand.